Good afternoon, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today is April 30th, 2025. I want to share this quick piece of information with you. This is off of Michelle Obama's podcast here on YouTube. It was uploaded today, April 30th. And I saw this on another page, which has now been taken down. So I'm not sure how long this information will stay up on my channel, but it is on her channel right now. It is still up on her channel. And so I want to share this with you in her own words.
Well, speaking of parenting, I wanted to talk, Marlon, a bit about, just so proud of how you are being a role model for dealing with a child that's transgender.
Absolutely.
And that's, that warms my heart, particularly as a Black man. Would you care to share that journey of?
Well, I learned and their transition really taught me what real unconditional love was.
Yep.
When they went through the transition,
Mm-hmm.
I actually went through the transition.
Yep.
I went from denial to complete acceptance.
Mm.
And it took me a week to get there, and what I've learned as a parent is for you to stop loving your child because of their choice in their life, that's a poor reflection on you.
Mm.
You know what I mean? When there's people that go, I'm not going to associate with you because you do that, or this is against God, and this, it's like, listen, I am not here to judge. I am not God. Only God can judge. And I say this, and if that's a mistake and we get to heaven and God don't let my child in, I'm going to shave a beard and sneak him in through the back.
Well, speaking of parenting, I wanted to talk, Marlon, a bit about, just so proud of how you are being a role model for dealing with a child that's transgender.
Absolutely.
And that's, that warms my heart, particularly as a Black man.
Okay, guys, this is so crazy. I got to share some more information here about this Michelle Obama that warms my heart, particularly as a Black man. There's a lot of information here that goes beyond just a clip that can be shared. First of all, when she goes and says this in her podcast, she said it all in one statement. I can share this back again for you, but there was no pause in this. According to her website and according to her podcast and the way they had the transcript, it says, that warms my heart. And then there's a period, and then it shows, particularly as a Black man, and she passes on the torch to this, to the Wyan brother that is she's interviewing. But in her actual interview, she does not. There's no pause. Okay, that warms my heart, particularly as a Black man. Okay, it's a very clear statement. All right, now let's hear that one more time, and then I want to share. I got a lot of information I want to share with you about this.
Well, speaking of parenting, I wanted to talk, Marlon, a bit about, just so proud of how you are being a role model for dealing with a child that's transgender.
Absolutely.
And that's, that warms my heart, particularly as a Black man.
Okay, so she clearly said that warms my heart, particularly as a Black man. Now, today is the birthday of the Church of Satan. Okay. April 30th, 1966. I was born on April 30th, 1968. But the birthday of the Church of Satan is April 30th. So here we have the wife or the husband of the Antichrist, and he's clearly coming out of the closet on the birthday of the Church of Satan. Okay, so there's some things I want to take a look at connected to this. Okay, the first thing I want to look at is I want to look at Michelle Obama's age today from January 17th, 1964. Okay, January 17th, 1964 to April 30th, 2025. It's 22,384 days, or 61 years, 3 months, and 13 days. Okay, now if we look at the difference between her age and Barack Obama's age on the same time frame, okay, if he was 22,384 days, what day would that be? Okay, so let's take a look at that. From August 4th, 1961, Obama's birthday, 22,384 days, just as today Michelle Obama is 22,384 days. When Barack Obama was 22,384 days, it was November 16th, 2022. Now, the first thing I notice about November 16th, 2022. Okay, let me show it to you this way. Strong's 1116 in the Hebrew is Bama, which means high place, like Barack Obama, high place. And in the Greek, 1116 is Gomorrah. Gomorrah. Now, Barack Obama was 22,384 days on November 16th, 2022. So on this day, it's the day that represents Bama, and it's the day that represents Gomorrah. I mean, we're talking about the Antichrist and his transgender husband, Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, but on this day, November 16th, 2022, when Barack Obama was the same age as Michelle is today, she kicked off her book tour with The Ellen Show, and the book is titled The Light We Carry. The Light We Carry, as in the Church of Satan, Lucifer, the light bearer, Lucifer, the guiding light. Okay, November 16th, 2022. So this was a very important date, connected to Bama and connected to Gomorrah. Okay, so she's being paraded out on the stage by Ellen, who is a known transgender, a known lesbian, and Michelle Obama is with Ellen, promoting her book called The Light We Carry. Now, today, on April 30th, on the Church of Satan's birthday, the husband of the Antichrist comes out of the closet. I mean, this is really, really ridiculous how crazy this is. This is super, super crazy and super ridiculous. Now, here is another comment that came in under my video. You guys have got to see this one. Okay. So Michelle's brother's last name is Robinson. Now check out these lyrics from Simon and Garfunkel's Mrs. Robinson. Okay. I am going to put Michelle's picture side by side with the lyrics, and I'm going to let this play. Let me set this up, and I will run this for you.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hiding in a hiding place where no one ever goes. Put it in your pantry with your cupcakes. It's a little secret, just the Robinsons affair. Oh, kids, cuckoo, cuckoo, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, so this is just crazy. The song by Simon and Garfunkel, and the song is dedicated to Mrs. Robinson. Hide it in a place where no one ever goes. Put it in your pantry with your cupcakes. Where do you hide it? In a closet. You hide it in a closet. It's a little secret, just the Robinsons' affair. Most of all, you've got to hide it from the kids. You've got to hide it from the kids that your mom is a man. Okay? And the whole song is talking about Jesus loving you more than you will know. God holds a place for those who pray. Well, at the same time, in this interview, they were mocking God by saying, if God doesn't let you in, I'm going to cut someone's beard and I'm going to get him in the back door, because God doesn't let in gays and transgenders into heaven. This came out in the interview. Okay. Now, to put a nail in the coffin here, it's talking about a candidate sitting on a sofa on a Sunday afternoon, going to the candidate's debate. Laugh about it, shout about it. When you've got to choose, every way you look at this, you lose. Yes. Every way you look at this, you lose. This is a terrible decision, a terrible life choice to be a transgender Michelle Michael Robinson Obama.
Well, speaking of parenting, I wanted to talk, Marlon, a bit about, just so proud of how you are being a role model for dealing with a child that's transgender.
Absolutely.
And that's, that warms my heart, particularly as a Black man.